Welcome everyone to the fifth round of the Virtual Formula Championship. Today we are driving in Canada, and as you see, it's raining in quality the first time of the season, which is quite exciting as I really liked it personally. But we see how our drivers do in the quali. I can also announce that Heiko is now driving as a primary driver, which is very nice. I like him a lot. And yeah, you see the quali laps now. Heiko finished P2 in the end, P3 for Sven. Quali was a bit of a struggle for us as we set our lap times too early as Walter had the final quali lap or the latest quali lap where it was at the driest point, so he could have gone 4 times faster, but so far the laps are really clean of both drivers, no big mistakes. Montreal also a really tough track because you really need to get a nice exit, otherwise you will not have a good lap. And now we see with Heiko, he runs a bit deep here and slides a bit over the place, but it's still fine. He got a kind okay-ish exit, and it's really nice to finish P2 and P3 with that, because that opens every opportunity for the race. And over the curbs, just trying to bring the lap home, because also in VFC you have a 1 lap shootout, so you have 2 quali sessions. And on to the start now. The 5 red lights are going off now. We started with the dry tires, as in the warm-up it dried a bit. Heiko got a better start than Walter on the intermediates, but the intermediates are right now the quicker tire, which you see as Walter drives now basically away, and Paisler also gets past Sven now, which indicate that the Inter is at the moment the better tire, but if it doesn't continue to rain, the soft tire is gonna be much better. As you see, Heiko is struggling with the rain patches, and Paisler already on the back of his car. Further down the grid, there was not much going on, but we really need to be careful not to over push it, as these two conditions are really difficult. Heiko goes a bit deep again. Now Paisler is on his right side and pass him because of the mistake, but it's not too bad as they were on a quicker tire right now. So just waiting for the right time to let it go dry. And on to lap 2. We are now in P3 and P4, both lost their position, which is absolutely fine. And in this sector, something not dramatic is happening, but look at the car ahead. Now on the exit of turn 4, Paisler spins it on the curb because he touched it and went basically through a big rain patch, and that costed him a lot of whip. And as you see now here you see a real failure of Ivan Tran, Sim Spark driver, and as you hear also his pedals are just going through for the which it's now Stefan Schubert, the father of Sven, and caused a safety car. In this league you have also safety cars, which is not normal for every league. And the racers decided to pit for dry tires now, as they know it's gonna be dry. And here you see the safety car restart managed by Heiko. And the good thing was we didn't have the racers straight behind us, so we were able to just pull a gap, and you could basically dominate the whole first stint with 20 seconds or so. And now on lap 22 and lap 23, I think, both drivers decided to pit for the medium tires, and then perhaps go for a short soft stint in the end. But as the walls are very close to the track, it always can happen that there's a safety car and perhaps someone is gonna crash in the World Champions. Maybe we're gonna see multiple incidents, and we now move on to the first victim of the World Champions. Jensen bins for Valor Esports and just jumps over the curb and destroys his car. The safety car restart worked fine, the Razors were behind us again, and Heiko does a little mistake. He clipped the curbs a bit too much, and as you see on the left or on the right in the mirror, Paisla sees now his chance to go on the outside. Heiko defends it well, tries to cut him off with the switchback. He does it really well, but now on the long straight you have Curse to try to overtake the cars, and he's gaining, and yeah, Paisla breaks way later than Heiko, and he has done the move stick, and it was a fairly good move by Paisla. Heiko tries to get him back, but yeah, it's not worth it. And 2 laps later, Walter is now on the back of Heiko. Heiko goes a bit deep, not the optimal line, and Walter is now gonna do the same as his teammate done, just overtaking him on the straight with Curse or P2P, and overtakes him fairly easy. This meant that Heiko dropped down now to P4. Sven was still in the lead, and Heiko tries now the same as against Paisla, but it has no reason to get him back. And now we move on to lap 40, and the second Valle car is doing exactly the same as his teammate and also crashing into the Wall of Champions. When I saw it, I found it quite funny, but also a bit sad. Yeah, and here you see our choices, which we have done for the safety car, and Sven decided to stay out, because if he would have gone in, both Razors would have stayed out, and the same way, our way would have been our round. If Sven stays out, both Razors are in. Heiko's also in, now in the pits to get fresh soft tires, and yeah, also in these cars you actually need to refuel. If we have a 90 liter tank, and if we don't have enough fuel, we need to refuel. Now the safety car restart. Sven and Heiko try to play it really smart, and now Paisla goes for the inside for a little gap that is there and crashes Heiko out, and yeah, just wrong place, wrong time for Heiko, and he's doing a good job with the rejoin, not driving into anybody on the rejoin. Yeah, on the incident I don't want to say too much, as it's the past now and it happened. There's Benjamin who spun around, and yeah, that means that Heiko needs to drive to the pits and needs to get a new front ring. Yeah, for Sven it's now all about to defend against the 2 Razors. It's gonna be tough as he has no help of Heiko, as Heiko is gone now basically. And with 1 tires it's gonna be hard to defend, but it's not impossible. Sven has already done that in Melbourne, where everyone else was on fresh softs and he was the only car on mediums. And for the championship it has a really big effect, because now we have 1 car who will likely only score 1 or 2 points, and both Razor cars are finishing likely in the top 3. And yeah, we move now onto lap 48, when Walter wants to have his first go with the 1 tires. It's incredibly hard to get a good exit, of course, and yeah, Walter has now the slipstream, push to pass or curse, and he wants to make this overtake. He wants to win his 2nd win of the year, but also Paisla wants to win his 1st race of the year. And Walter will now try to have a go on Sven, goes on the outside. Sven brakes as late as he can, nearly loses the car, and gets a still a good exit. Walter's on the inside, and now he knew he needed to go on the outside with him. Sven leaves him the room, and Walter spins around, and this opens the door for Peisler to chase after Sven, and this was, yeah, a bit unlucky as just Walter got on the dirty line, and yeah, now Peisler gets on the back of Sven, now onto the straight, and Peisler does a smart here as Sven couldn't move over to the ideal line to get a good exit. Now Peisler has a way better exit on the final straight or the main straight, and yeah, in the first corner Sven tries again to break as late as he can, but Peisler cuts him off, and yeah, that was basically it. Peisler with his fresh tires had simply a pace advantage, and yeah, the final lap was, yeah, it was a bit frustrating to see this race, as you think, or as you feel. We were dominating the first stint by 20 to 30 seconds, and then because of a safety car, yeah, we couldn't use the potential of it. It's of course racing, but it's just frustrating when you are leading 1-2 and think you can get the best team result. And also for Heiko, it would have been nice, as he was coming back after a long time, after a 1 year break, and yeah, it would have been nice if he got second or third. Yeah, and Sven tries of course to chase Peisler with his one tires, but yeah, Peisler just drops low, as it would be the first win since I think 2020 for him, and of course it's a good achievement. Later in the race, or later, some days later, we noticed that his penalty was removed. He got for the cut in for the incident, but yeah, it shouldn't have happened, but it is what it is. P2 for Sven still keeps his podium streak alive. P11 for Heiko, at least 2 points. It should have been much, much more. And yeah, the drivers standing are now, Sven is leading by 7 points and Heiko is P12 with only 3 races. The constructors, we are now about 40 points behind Razor, which is a huge gap, but it's not impossible. And yeah, thanks for watching, leave a like and a follow, and see you next time in Indianapolis.